Hello and welcome back to Jamie's Man Cave, another beer review for you. We're not in the man cave yet, we're not even in the dining room for this one. I'm sat in the living room, doing a little bit of video editing, bit of podcast stuff, so the dining room isn't quite set up. It's getting a bit later, didn't want to start moving around making noise, so I just thought I'd do it in the living room. Does it really matter? Probably not. The beer for review today is Alligator Tugboat from Pressure Drop Brewing. It's a Simcoe IPA, 7.2%, brewed in London since 2013. Tasting notes: resinous, citrus, dank. The Alligator Tugboat is a type of amphibious steam-powered logging boat invented in 1878 in the town of Simcoe, Ontario. Label art is from the legendary Sweet Tooth. Hops are Simcoe. Serve, drink fresh, keep refrigerated. Beer brewed and canned by Pressure Drop Brewing Limited down in London. We're just starting a new blog as part of Jamie's Man Cave. Some beer review blogs, and also as a feature on that is going to be a Brewery of the Month. So I've teamed up with my mate Aaron, who I may have mentioned before on the channel, and we are going to put 25 quid's worth of money. We're going to scout around the UK for interesting microbreweries, craft breweries, and we're just going to put an order in per month, and we're going to pick them breweries as a brewery of the month. We're going to do a little article on the blog for the website. The Jamie's Man Cave YouTube channel is now part of the Lone Wolves Collective website, which is an independent a place for independent creators to get together and showcase their content, basically, and hopefully that will also be a place for listeners to find independent sort of DIY created content, and also if they are a fan of that type of content, then they will be able to sort of congregate there and join us in our little journey that we are planning. That's coming very soon. Everything's in the works. That's kind of the stuff I was working on today. So Pressure Drop Brewing, Brewery of the Month for January, Alligator Tugboat, Simcoe IPA. Let's get it in the glass. This one, actually, because me and Aaron were talking about potentially putting in an order from somebody, but with it being not long after Christmas, we'd not really got a move on with it, and it popped up on Twitter. The craft beer channel recommended this as their sort of West Coast IPA of 2022. It's got interesting branding on the label, which I thought was quite eye-catching. It sounds really nice, and I thought, well, if it's good enough for the craft beer channel, then it's good enough for me. So I thought I'd try it. So cheers to them. Oh, wow, definitely smell that dank, resinous, piney notes coming through. Oh, I'm not getting much citrus, maybe a little bit of peel. Did you ever taste? Looks light in the glass. The lighting maybe not the best in here. I really need to get my man cave sorted and get that podcast studio set up. But you know, from subscribers from the very first video, you'll be able to see this journey, and it'll be all the better when we get to the end and we can have a beer together. Let's have a taste. Some definite citrus on the back end, sort of lemon zest, like a sharp sort of hint of lemon juice, a fresh squeezed. There's resin, there's pine, a bit of pepperiness, a little bit of sort of juicy fruitness. Don't know what that would be. Potentially, if I'd say maybe orange, or yeah, something like an orange. What would that be? Citrus, lime. It's definitely lemon. I don't think it is lime, although potentially maybe a slight bit of some orange. You've got that citrus zest as well as a burst of the juice. You got the resin, you got the pine. It's dank. It's got some bitterness. It's peppery. There's a lot going on in there. It's very tasty. It's very nice, and it feels very sessionable at 7.2%. That's dangerous. We only got one each, so unfortunately, we'll have to put another order in. It's definitely tasty though. I do like the can art, and let's face it, when what was it? But just probably over 10 years ago, when all the craft breweries started churning out the beers, it was can art that was appealing to people at the very beginning, and then obviously you get all the decent flavours and the profiles, and it's just interesting. I don't know if I've ever had anything with Simcoe in it before, but it's really good, really good. So if it's a West Coast IPA and we're going to score it, it's got potential to be the first 5 out of 5 on the channel, I think. I don't know if I gave anything else a 5. Not sure. It's good. Very good. Yeah. I was going to hit a 5 out of 5, I think. Well worth a trip to Pressure Drop Brewing to sample one of them. Put an order in. Alligator Tugboat, Simcoe IPA, 7.2%. It's going to feature as Brewery of the Month on Jamie's Man Cave blog, over on the Lone Wolves Collective website. But we want to highlight different breweries from all around the sort of UK, and potentially beyond. But initially for the UK, we're in the northwest of England, so we've got plenty of choice around us. Like I say, it's our sort of aim to try and highlight the breweries and the beers and the diversity that we've got. If you've got suggestions, places that you really enjoy, that you really like, that maybe are not in the popular sphere that we might have heard of, let me know in the comments. Links will be in the description. You can come and see that blog. You can also join up with us over there and comment and interact with us there. If you wouldn't mind leaving us a thumbs up and subscribe, that would really be nice. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers to Pressure Drop Brewing.